Muito Ah, foi muito bem. Yeah. Mm. Very good. Go for the laptop. Who is you? Really handy now. That's it.
So how will you end this?
Then I'll make it worse. Ah, all front.
Good evening, everyone. Please, if you can hear me now, let me know in the chat room. If you can hear me now, please let me know in the chat room. If you can hear me now, kindly let me know in the chat room. Good evening, everyone. Okay, thank you. I appreciate your feedback. Tonight's session is to help those that didn't attend the live session to learn as well. So I'll kickstart now. We are streaming on YouTube, so you can also join via YouTube. So tonight we will be talking about the title, Elevate Your Diction. Elevate your diction. So for me to start, I'd like that you get your pen. I want you to get a book and a bottle of water. Get a pen, get a book, and a bottle of water. Tonight, I will share with you a 3-step formula that will enhance your diction such that it would help you get fluent without sounding fake. One of the things that differentiates me from other diction instructor is I appreciate each person's uniqueness when it comes to communication. And I believe that you can speak well, you can speak correctly without sounding robotic, without sounding like AI, without sounding foreign or sounding fake. With your natural accent, you can speak well. So tonight we will learn a 3-step formula that would help you achieve that. So I'm going to wait a second again for you to get your book, get your pen, get bottled water if you have biscuit, or a bowl of popcorn, just to be sure you are ready. So I want you to consider this scenario. I want you to consider what will happen if you were paid more money for something just because of how you sound. How would you feel? Or if you land your dream job without going for interview or submitting your CV, or you're able to speak so flawlessly and rhythmically in your Nigerian accent that your clients and students fall in love with you. Can you imagine that? Do you think that is possible at all? I know that some of you would feel this is not possible. Some of you will feel this cannot happen. Anyway, there was a time I felt like that too. There was a time I used to feel, like speaking well is not enough. I need to have more until I experienced it. I have not just experienced it, my clients have also experienced it. It reminds me of 2019, where I shared the exact formula I'm going to share with you tonight. I shared it with a newscaster at the time. I shared it with a newscaster who was working as a teacher at the time. And after 6 weeks, she was able to not just improve her communication skill, but she was able to land her dream job, something she wasn't able to do for a long time. But in 6 weeks, actually, she learned how to improve her communication skills and she started to speak better. She was able to get that in just that time. aside from my clients who have experienced it, I have also experienced it as well. So the truth is, your communication skill is enough to help you access those opportunities you have always accessed. Now, who am I talking about? I'm talking about this lady. Here is a feedback from her. Her name is Esther Kalu. She sent this on Facebook, or she posted it on Facebook rather. Here is a testimony she shared in 2019. Here is another that she shared on LinkedIn at the beginning of this year. Now, what stood out for me for this particular testimonial was how she narrated it here. Let me quickly do a breakdown of the story. So sometimes in 2019, I met Esther. She came to enroll on our 6 weeks Diction Master Academy. After the academy, that is towards the end of the academy, we got talking and I got to know she was a trained journalist already. She read mass communication. She has done everything she needed to do, but she couldn't access that line. She couldn't go through and get a job as a mass communicator student or as a journalist. So she was working as a teacher at the time, somewhere in Lekki. Now, before then, I went to visit a friend of mine who works at a TV station. Please do not request access to record. We are recording already. We are streaming live on YouTube, so which means you get the link to watch the replay later. So please do not request access in order not to distract me. So I went to visit a friend who works in a TV station at the time. We were discussing when someone walks into the room and asks if I would love to be on the news. I didn't pay attention to that question because I wasn't expecting it until my friend mentioned, "Oh, she's talking to you." Then I declined the offer, not because I would not love to be on TV, but for other personal reasons. So when I met Esther, after she was able to go through the course, and she told me about the fact that she's trying to be on TV as a journalist, then I remembered that offer. So all I did was give her a link to go there so that she can stand in for me. When she got there, luckily for her, she was accepted. But I would say she wasn't really lucky. Rather, she was prepared. She was prepared in the sense that she has the skill that they need. So if Esther has not improved her pronunciation and diction skill, and I introduce her, there is a high probability that she would not be considered because she would not have the skill they need. There's a skill they're showing me that they needed. So if she doesn't have it, if that means she's not a great fit for that. But because she has it, it was easier for them to just grant her the opportunity. And that was how Esther got the opportunity to work with Cut TV, as she mentioned here. I hope you can see. I'd like you to focus on is this the third or fourth paragraph? Where she said, while I waited for the media breakthrough, I attended various training sessions, one of which included the diction coach training, thanks to Olubukola Albi Agbalaya, who mentioned an offer at Core TV. She finally connected me. So I connected her, but the reason why she got the offer wasn't because I connected her. It was because she had worked on her diction. You'd agree with me that in Nigeria, no matter the degree you have, if you do not have great diction, they would not allow you be on TV and even on some radio stations. But because she had gone through working on hers consistently with intentionality, she was able to get access. So the exact formula that I shared with Esther when she attended the class is what I will be sharing with you tonight. But for you to get results just like Esther, I'd like to mention 3 things that you should pay attention to. The first is you need to be committed to the learning. When it comes to diction and pronunciation, it's not just about learning. It's more about practicing what you have learned. So if you aren't committed to the learning, it will be difficult for you to practice. So you need to practice. Learn After learning, make sure to practice. Very important. While we're learning as well, when it's time to practice, please make sure to practice. The second thing she got was she was intentional. When you're intentional, you will be able to practice better. You won't be shy to practice in public. You won't be shy to practice with your friends. You won't worry when your friends bully you or laugh at you because of how you sound, because that will eventually happen at the beginning. When you're starting, people will feel like you're becoming funny or you're pretending. So they'll laugh at you, they'll bully you, they'll say not too nice words. But if you aren't intentional and committed, you will fail and stop practicing. And once you do that, it means you're back to default setting. So if you are like Esther, she was committed and intentional, I assure you, you will get results just like she did, or maybe better than she did. So I understand that some of you might have previously undergone diction training, yet you have not experienced the desired improvement in your speech. I would attribute that to the fact that you didn't learn the proven formula. So what exactly is that proven formula that you did not learn, that you must learn to help you get the result you desire? That formula is what I will be sharing with you tonight. And it is what I call Declare. I can say this anywhere. You cannot find Declare. It's an acronym. You cannot find it on Google or anywhere, because this is something that I coined myself. So if you're a diction teacher here and you want to start to say Declare, please, it is honorable that you give honor to the person who coined it, and that is Olubukola R.B. Agbalaya, the diction coin. Declare. That's my proven formula. So tonight, we are going to learn the first letter in Declare. One very great thing about this formula is each letter has a 3-step formula. For example, the first letter in Declare is D. It has its own 3 steps. The I has its 3 steps. The first C has its 3 steps. The second C and every other letter in this formula has its step. But tonight, like I mentioned, we're going to learn a 3-step formula. That means we're going to learn the 3 steps that the D has. So if you're ready, let me know in the chat. Tell me you are ready. If you're ready to learn the 3 steps for the first letter D, let me see your feedback in the chat. Tell me I am ready. Some people are saying, I can't hear a word. I can't hear a word. If you cannot hear a word, it's simply because you didn't join with your audio. To avoid that, please go join via YouTube. Go watch on YouTube. The session is going on well, so please, if you cannot hear me, simply go join on YouTube. Okay, I love the energy. I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. So let's get to it. Now, the first D in the acronym Declare stands for Diction Fundamental. Diction Fundamental. And I like to say that Diction Fundamental is the building blocks to speaking well. It is the building blocks to speaking great without sounding fake. It is just like when you want to make a building, you need that building block. You need to put them together to create that great, assured building. Same with communication. You need diction fundamental. So what are the 3 steps of diction fundamental? The first step is clear articulation. You must articulate each sound in a word clearly. You will agree with me that all words in any language are made up of sounds. So if you want to say go, you need to say g, then o. to have go. So all the words in English are made up of sounds. So for you to pronounce a word well, for you to pronounce a word clearly, the way it should be pronounced, you must articulate each sound that makes that word clearly. The second step talks about pronunciation rules. There are some rules you need to learn to help you pronounce words rightly. And when you pronounce words rightly, then it influences your diction. And the third step is connected speech pattern. Connected speech pattern deals with how you put those words together in a sentence to help it sound sonorous to your audience's ears. So let's start with the first step, clear and precise articulation. Now look at these set of words on my screen. The first word I have angry. Please watch my mouth. Angry. There is letter A in this word. So you need to open your mouth wide to say angry. The second word has a H at the beginning. For you to articulate the H sound well, you must take a deep breath. Now, the letter U in this word, for you to articulate it clearly, make sure you aren't opening your mouth wide. So you go, hungry. Please watch my mouth. I hope you can all see my face. Let me spotlight my face so you can all see it. I believe everyone can see my face now. It's pinned. Yeah. So let's go over those words again. The first one, angry, it has letter A. So you should open your mouth wide. Angry. The second word has letter U. In English, the sound of letter A and letter U, they sound alike. Letter A and letter U sound alike. I call them family members. The same way two people in a family will look alike, that's the same way letter A and letter U sound alike. So for this, Hungre, you have to go hungry. So the difference is the one that has letter A, you need to open your mouth wide. The one that has letter U, do not open your mouth wide. Angry, hungry. So I can have a sentence like, excuse me, the angry man is angry. The hungry man is hungry. Remember, you need to practice along with me. How do you practice? Try to place your mouth the way my mouth is being placed. Do what I'm doing, say what I'm saying. Here is the sentence I just said. The hungry man is angry. The one with H, the H must be heard and do not open your mouth wide. The hungry man is angry. The one without the H, open your mouth wide. Angry. Practice with me. Now let's go to the next set of words that we have. The first we have cheap. The second we have sheep. If you're all like my dad struggles with the CH and SH pronunciation. But remember, for you to speak well, you must pronounce each sound well. So what is the difference between CH and SH sound? For you to articulate the CH sound well, you put your teeth together and then you release the sound suddenly. You go ch, ch, cheap, watch, etc. Now for the SH sound, you put your teeth together and you release the sound slowly. Shh, sheep, wash. So this means that if you are one of those people who struggle with the CH and SH sound, anytime you're pronouncing the CH or SH sound, maybe what you're discussing or you're reading, the moment you are approaching the sound, the first thing you need to do is to slow down. Do not rush. If you rush, you might mispronounce it. So don't rush. The next thing for you to do is identify which of these sounds are you meant to pronounce. Is it the CH sound or the SH sound? Once you identify it, then make that effort to articulate the sound rightly. So if it is the CH sound, you want to put your teeth together and release the sound suddenly. Cheap. If it is the SH sound, you want to put your teeth together, but this time you release the sound slowly. Shh. So which means when you're speaking with people and you're trying to articulate the CH sound, while releasing the CH sound, if you release it slowly, you will end up saying the SH sound, which is what usually happens. A lot of people, while they are trying to articulate CH words, they end up saying SH word. That is because while you were releasing the sound, you were slow. Once you slow down, you will articulate the SH sound. So let's practice together. Cheap. Watch. Now to the SH sound. Sheep. Wash. Now, the third set of words that we have here, remember, we're still talking about clear and precise articulation. These two words, we usually pronounce them the same way in Nigeria. A Nigerian will say bed, bed. That is wrong. Excuse me. Of course, BED is rightly pronounced bed, but BIRD should not be pronounced bed. Instead, you say bird. So what's the difference between the IR sound and the E sound? For you to articulate I and R sound properly, your tongue has to be in the middle of your mouth, and then you make it long. I hope you can see my mouth. Bird. Americans will go bird. While the other one, BED, is pronounced bed. So if you do not place your tongue rightly for you to articulate the IR sound, and you do not make it long, you will end up saying bed instead of bird. So let's go over all the words again. Say after me. Angry, hungry, cheap, sheep, bird, bed. So you might be wondering, how did I know the right way to articulate all of this? It's simple. I learned the tool to helping me articulate clearly and precisely. And what's that? It's learning the sounds of the English. Now on my screen right now, I have a chart called the IPA chart. IPA means International Phonetic Alphabet. International Phonetic Alphabet. So here is the chart. The International Phonetic Alphabet has the sounds for all languages. But right here, the sounds that we have on our screen is the sounds for the English language. So the English language has about 44 sounds. 24 of them are consonant sounds, while the remaining 20 are vowel sounds. So all of these sounds here with the yellow background, they are the consonant sounds, while the ones with the harsh background are the vowel sounds. So you must be able to articulate each of these sounds properly when you have them in words, so that you will pronounce your word well. So let's start with the consonant sounds. So the first consonant sound that we have here is P. Remember to practice along, do what I do. P. Put your lips together and try to blow off the flame on a candle. P. P. Don't say poo. It's not poo. It's P, P, P. We can have words like penis. Do not say penis. Say penis. Can I recap? Recap what? Unfortunately, I cannot recap anything because we have spent about how many minutes here? I cannot recap. The replay will be made available. If you have questions or done, I'm going to have time for questions and answer. So the P sound here, you can have it in words like penis. It's wrong to pronounce the word as penis. The right pronunciation is penis. Pencil. Now note, when you have words that have letter L at the end, make sure that you articulate the L sound by putting the tip of your tongue to the upper part of your teeth. Pencil. Can you see that? Do not say pencil. No. Another example we have is purple. Purple, not purple or purple. No, it's purr. The U and R here makes that same sound that we heard in bird. And this is the symbol of that sound. It's a vowel sound. The sound. Remember, put your tongue in between, just somewhere in the middle, and make the sound long. Purple. Americans will go purple. Now, the next consonant sound we have here is B. The same way you articulated the P sound. Put your lips together and release the sound. This time, make sure you're making a vibration. B. B. We can have words like biscuits. Do not say biscuit, say biscuit. Basic, basic. The S here sounds like a S, not like a Z. Bath, B-A-T-H, bath. B-A-T-H-E, bathe. Can you hear the difference? Bath, bathe. Bath is a noun. I need to take a bath. Bathe. I am bathing. Bathe is a verb. Bath is a noun. More examples. Birthday, not by day. Excuse me. Birthday. Belated. Belated. Now the next sound that we have is T. 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 We can have words like tortoise, tortoise, not tortoise. Of course, O and I sounds I, but in the word tortoise, it's not sounding I, it sounds tortoise. Do not say tortoise. Turtle, turtle. So tortoise and turtle aren't the same thing. Trophy, not trophy. Trophy, trophy. Blue House got the trophy. The school got the trophy, not trophy. Trophy. And some other words like that. Now the next sound we have is D. 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 We can have words like debt. Do not say debt. The B in this word is silent. So debt, she hold her a debt, not she hold her a debt. Debt, not debt. December, not December. The C here sounds like a S, not like a Z. December. Deposit. Deposit, not deposit. Deposit. Please say after me. Debts. December. Deposit. Now the next consonant sound we have is ch. Remember the ch sound, the ch sound. Put your teeth together and release the sound suddenly. Do not release it slowly. Please do not write on my screen. Do not write on my screen. Don't draw anything on my screen. So here is the ch symbol. Ch. We can have it in words like cheap, much, question. Now, when you look at all of these sounds, you must know that it is not just one letter that makes a particular sound. Different letters can make a particular sound. For example, the ch sound. Yes, a lot of times ch makes the ch sound. Ch will make the ch sound, which is what we see everywhere. But of course, there are other letter combinations that can also make the ch sound, like question. So most times when we have letter S after tion, then the ti there will sound like ch. Question, not question. Question. The tion there sounds like ch. Question, not question. Apart from ch sounding making the ch sound and ti making the ch sound, there are other letter combinations that can also make the ch sound. Now the next sound we have here is j. J, j, j. For the j sound, here is the j symbol. We can have word examples like judge. January, not January. January. Don't say January. Jelly. Judge. January. Jelly. The next sound we have here is k. 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 You can have the k sound in words like kudos, not kudos or kudos, no. It's kudos. Cucumber. 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 Don't say cucumber. Carpet. Do not say carpet. Say carpet. Kudos. Cucumber. Carpet. Now the last consonant sound on this roll is the g sound. G. And you can have it in words like gurgle. The water gurgles down the drain. Google. Goggle. So let's practice these consonant sounds, the ones I just mentioned now, with their words. Say after me, watch what my mouth is doing. Try to replicate that and pronounce the words wherever you are. P. Penis. Pencil. Purple. B. Biscuit. Basic. Bath. Bathe. Birthday. Belated. T. Tortoise. Turtle. Trophy. D. Debt. December. Deposit. Ch. cheap, much, question, judge, January, jelly, kudos, cucumber, carpet, gurgle, Google, goggle. Now let's move to the next set of consonant sounds. If you can't hear me, please join via YouTube instead. If you can't hear me, simply because you didn't join with your audio. So if you cannot find your way around Zoom, use YouTube instead. Please, someone should help me type that in the chat. For the sake of those that cannot hear me, please help me type this in the chat. Simply tell them to join via YouTube, or they join with their audio. If you're on Zoom and you can't hear me, it's because you haven't joined with your audio. So if you're here, can you please help those that cannot hear me? Can you please give them the instruction on how to join properly? Or you suggest that they join on YouTube. They go watch on YouTube. We're streaming on YouTube as well. So you can see exactly what is happening here right now on YouTube. Thank you very much, Nicole. And ABC, thank you. Thank you also. So another person helped. Thank you as well, Sadiq. So let's proceed. Now let's move to the next set of consonant sounds. And here is it. The first is we can have it in words like off, O-F-F, off. When you have O-F-F, the F-F there sounds like off. Another example is first. Remember the I-R sound. This sound here, So don't say first. Say first. First. We also have feel, not fuel. Feel. Feel scarcity, not fuel scarcity. And we have father. Far. The letter A in father makes a long vowel sound. This sound here. Far. It's wrong for you to say father. You have to make sure that the A sound is articulated in the lengthy way. So you must say father, father. Don't say father. Now the next consonant sound is v, 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 v. And we can have it in words like verbatim, not verbatim. Verbatim. You can have vegetable. Do not say vegetable. It's not vegetable. No. It has 3 syllables. Vegetable. Veg, not veggie. Vegetable. The E after the G is silent. Vegetable. Vitamin. Vitamin. Of. Now remember I said when you have O-F-F, the F-F here sounds, but when you have O-F, the F here will then sound V. So you have off, of. The next consonant sound, these 2 consonant sounds here, you articulate them by sticking out your tongue. Watch my mouth. You need to place your tongue in between your teeth, your upper teeth and your lower teeth, like this. The first TH is what we call the voiceless TH. For you to articulate it rightly, you put your tongue in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth, and you say the T sound, like this. If you do not put your tongue in between your upper teeth and lower teeth, you will be saying T, and that is wrong. The T sound is different from the F sound. They aren't the same sound. They are different sounds. So when you have letter T alone in a word, it should sound T. But when you have TH, it should sound F. So you have examples like think, anthem, bath, cloth, think, anthem, bath, cloth. Now the second TH is articulated the. Put your tongue out as well. But this time you're trying to say the D sound. So you go the. Take note as well, the D sound is different from the sound. So you must put your tongue outside when you have the TH. The. You can have it in words like them, smooth, bathe, clothe. So you realize that these sound and they aren't articulated the same way. What I mean is they aren't the same sound, rather, but they are articulated the same way. And you must stick out your tongue. It means you're doing the same thing for both sounds. But then when you articulate them, they do not sound alike. One is sounding like a T, while the other is sounding like a D. But for both of them, your tongue must be in between your teeth. Now the next sound is S. We can have it in words like see, some. Don't say some. It's not give me some water. Please give me some water, some. Base. Don't say base. Say base. Loose, not lose. Loose. Rise. December. Do not say December. The next consonant sound is Z. The Z sound, you can hear words like zip, zoo, rise. Now look at this word, R-I-S-E. The S here sounds like a Z, rise. R-I-C-E. The C here sounds like a S, rise. Also, look at this word, lose, L-O-S-E, lose, but L-O-O-S-E, loose. Can you hear the difference? Let me know if you can hear the difference in the chart. L-O-O-S-E, loose, L-O-S-E, lose, R-I-S-E, rise, R-I-C-E, rise. Let me know if you can hear the difference in the chart. Let me know if you can hear the difference in the charts. Oh, thank you, Fatima. Thank you, Taiwo. Thank you as well. Sadiq, thank you. Mikol, thank you. Maya, JC, thank you, everyone. So let's get back to learning. Now, the next sound we have is the SH sound. Remember the CH and SH sound? Now to the SH sound. This is the symbol. This is what the symbol looks like. And it is articulated sh. Put your teeth together and release the sound slowly. Shh. You can have words like sheep, wash, chef. Now, talking about this sound, remember I mentioned earlier that it is not just one letter combination that can make a particular sound. Sometimes some other letters can make other sounds, just like we saw in the ch sound, that TI sometimes can sound like CH, as in question. Same with the sh sound. Sometimes when you spell some words with CH, but when you pronounce them, they sound like SH. An example is chef, CHEF, but when you pronounce it, the CH will sound like SH. So you go chef, not chef. You go chevron. The CH sounds like SH, not chevron. Crash, the CH sounds like SH. Cash, the CH sounds like SH. Now, the last consonant sound on this roll is j, as in Peugeot, not Peugeot. Peugeot, vision, excursion, etc. Now, when you have SION in words, Nigerians love to articulate SION as shun. We will say vision, mission, everything is shun, shun, shun. Once it ends in SION, that's not correct. Sometimes SION will not make the shun sound. Instead, it will make the jun sound. So how do you know? When you have a vowel sound before SION, SION will sound jeune, television, not television. Vision, not vision. Excursion. In the word excursion, what the letter you have is letter R. But when you have letter R after a vowel letter, the letter R will be acting as a vowel sound. So that is why the SION here is sounding jeune, excursion. But look at the word mission. In the word mission, the sound that you have before the SION is consonant. So because it's consonant, the SION here will sound shun. Mission. Vision. Vision. Mission. Please let me know if this explanation about SION is clear. Let me know if the explanation about SION is clear. Let me know in the chat room. Okay, thank you. Okay, somebody said I don't really get it. So let's go over it again. SION, sometimes when you have SION in a word, sometimes it can sound like jeune, something like this. Jeune. This is the jeune symbol. It is j. This symbol here is j. So sometimes SION will sound jeune, and sometimes SION will sound shun, like SH, like sh. So how do you know when it should sound jeune and when it should sound shun? When you have a vowel sound before SION, it will sound jeune. For example, if you have the word VISION, before your SION, the letter you have is a vowel letter, letter I. A vowel letter would automatically make a vowel sound. So it is a vowel sound that you have before SION. So because of that, the SION here will sound jeune, vision. Another example, excursion. Here, the letter that you have before SION is letter R. When you have letter R after a vowel letter, so just like you have it here, U and R, you have letter R after a vowel letter. Anytime you have letter R after a vowel letter, the letter R will start to act as a vowel sound. Remember the rule, when you have a vowel sound before SION, SION will sound jeune. So because the letter R here is acting as a vowel sound, then SION will sound jeune. So if I want to pronounce this, I'll go excursion. Vision, excursion. Is the first rule clear? Please, is the first rule clear? Is the first rule clear? Do you understand the first rule? So I can go to the second. Somebody is still saying no, no, no. Oh, I'm just going to proceed to the second, please. The second rule says, when you have a consonant sound before the S-I-O-N. So please listen. The person saying you can't understand the first rule, listen to the second rule. If you understand the second rule, you will find it easy to understand the first rule. So please listen. Now, when you have a consonant sound before S-I-O-N, S-I-O-N will sound shun. Sh, sh, as in sheep, shun. Examples, mission. In the spelling of mission, I have letter S before S-I-O-N. Letter S here is a consonant sound. So because I have a consonant sound before S-I-O-N, it means that S-I-O-N here will sound shun, just like S-H sound. Another example, I can have commission. In the word commission as well, I have letter S before S-I-O-N. Letter S is a consonant letter, so it's going to make a consonant sound. So because I have a consonant sound before S-I-O-N, then S-I-O-N will sound shun. Please, is this clear? The person who said he didn't understand the first one, is this one clear? Is the second example, the second rule, is it clear? If it is clear, then it would help you understand the first rule. So is the second rule clear? JC, is the second rule clear? Let me know if the second rule is clear. JC, I'm waiting for your feedback. Is the second rule clear? If you understand the second rule, it would help you with the first. JC, are you here? Okay, JC says yes. So if the second rule is clear, it means that the first rule is the opposite of the second rule. If a letter is not, if a letter is not, if it is not a consonant letter, then it will be a vowel letter. So what the first rule is saying is, if the sound that you have is a vowel sound, then it will sound jeune. That is just what the first rule is saying. So I'm going to proceed. The second rule is clear, but the first rule is discussion avenue. I said that letter R, when you have it after a vowel letter, if I spell the word excursion, there is U and R there. Because of the U that I have here before letter R, the letter R will be acting as a vowel sound. When you have letter R, after a vowel letter R will start to act as a vowel sound. I hope that is clear now. So let's go over all the sounds in this, the consonant sound in this row. The first is please say after me. First, feel, off, father, verbatim, vegetable, vitamin, of, stick out your tongue, think, anthem, bath, cloth, stick out your tongue as well, them, smooth, bathe, clothes, see, some, base, loose, rice, December, zip, zoo, rise, lose, wash, chef, chevron, crash, cash. The last consonant sound here, j, Peugeot, vision, excursion. Now let's go to the last set of consonant sounds. The first sound, machete. The CH in this word as well, it sounded like SH. Machete. Meme. Marijuana. It's not marijuana. Marijuana. Mother. Remember the TH? Mother. Your tongue should be outside. Murder. Remember U and R sound. It's making this vowel sound. You are there is making this vowel sound. So you have murder. So stop articulating this word and this word the same way. They aren't the same pronunciation. This is mother and this is murder. The next consonant sound, niche. The CH here also sound like SH. Nigeria, nurse. The next consonant sound, Now for the sound, you need your nose. You need to put the N and G sounds come together and you sound tongue. The U and E here are silent, so you don't say tongue. Tongue. King. Song. Bank. The next sound, house. Hesitate. Hostile. Hyperbole. Now, talking about this sound here, you need to watch out for the silent H words. There's some words that when you spell them, you can see the H letter there, but when pronouncing them, you must not articulate the H sound. Some examples are air. Don't say hair, say air. Honest. Don't pronounce the H sound. Honest. Honor. Don't pronounce the H sound. Now, sometimes when you have words that start with vowel letters, the Yoruba people would usually add the H sound to it. You hear something like apple, egg. That is wrong. Do not add the H sound to words that start with vowels. Simply say apple, egg. Don't add H sound to it. So for the H sound, there are two things to pay attention to. When you spell the word and it has letter H, ask yourself, is the H silent? If the H is silent, then make sure you're not adding the H sound to it. If the H is not silent, make sure you are adding the H sound to it. The second thing is, when you have a word that starts with a vowel letter, make sure you're not adding the H sound to it. Don't say apple, say apple. Don't say egg, say egg. Now the next consonant sound that we have is l. L. You can have words like library. Don't say library, say library. Lettuce, not lettuce. Lettuce. Lieutenant, lieutenant, not lieutenant. Lieutenant. The next sound, Some people struggle with the sound. For you to pronounce the sound well, you need to turn your tongue upside down and let's hear the Watch my mouth. Your tongue needs to turn. It needs to roll. You have words like resources, resident, restaurant, not restaurant, restaurant. The next consonant sound, w, w. You can have it in words like woman, women, Wednesday. Don't say Wednesday. And the last consonant sound here is y, as in yacht, not yacht. The CH should not be heard. Yacht, yogurt, yellow, not yogurt. Say yogurt, yellow. Now let's articulate these sounds and pronounce the words. Watch my mouth. Pronounce along with me. Machete, meme, marijuana, mother, murder, niche, Nigeria, nurse, tongue, king, song, bank, house, hesitate, hostel, hyperbole. Remember the silent H words? Air, don't pronounce the H. Honest, don't pronounce the H. Honor, don't pronounce the H. And remember, when you have words that start with vowels, do not add the H sound. Apple, egg. The next consonant sound, ooh, library, lettuce, lieutenant, resource, resident, restaurant, woman, women, Wednesday, yacht, yogurt, yellow. So we have learned all the consonant sounds. And we have learned quite a handful of word examples as well. So henceforth, when you pronounce words, pay attention to the consonant sounds and make sure you are articulating them rightly. Now remember, we have the consonant sounds and the vowel sounds. So let's move to the vowel sounds. There are 20 vowel sounds. And out of the 20 vowel sounds, we have the long vowels, we have the short vowels, and we have the glide vowels. But we cannot talk so much about the vowel sounds now. But then let's just talk briefly about them. This sound, we have talked about it earlier today. It's the sound. Remember the two dots? The two dots here makes the sound a long sound. We saw the word in murder, M-U-R-D-E-R, in bird, in servant, and some other words. We've also learned about the sound, as in father. We don't say father. So it means that when you see sounds like this with the two dots, it means they are long vowels and you need to make them long. While these ones without the two dots are short vowels. Do not make them long. While these ones that come in pairs, they are the glide. We can also call them the diphthong sounds. So when you are articulating the glides or the diphthong sounds, make sure you go slowly from the first sound to the second sound. So now let's move to the second step. Remember, we're learning about the first letter in my formula, declare. And the first letter there, the D, stands for diction fundamental. And I says each letter in declare has a 3 steps that you must learn. So we have learned the first step in the D, which is clear articulation. Now we're moving to the second step, which is pronunciation rules. Now, when we talk about pronunciation rules, there are a few things you must pay attention to. And the first is the vowel length. Now, let's go back to that IPA chart. Remember on the IPA chart, I mentioned that some vowels are long, those with 2 dots. Some are short, those without the 2 dots. And some are glide, those that come in pairs. So for you to speak well without faking your accent, it is important to pay attention to the length of the vowels so that when you're pronouncing words or you are reading sentences, you use the length of the vowels to help your sentence rhythmic. Have you noticed that when we speak English, we do not speak flat? Let's use these examples for practice. Look at this sentence here. It will be wrong for me to say, can I sit on the seat, please? That is Nigerian English, flat English. Can I sit on the seat, please? Wrong. But for me not to read that way, I must pay attention to the vowel length. I must identify the words here that have the long vowels and the words that have the short vowels. So most of the words here that have just 1 vowel letter, they are short vowel sounds, like can, sit, on, they have the short vowel sounds. So when I'm pronouncing them, I have to pronounce them smartly. Now, these ones with double vowel letters, they have the long vowel. So which means when I'm pronouncing them, I have to go long. I have to say seat. I need to take my time. Please, I need to take my time. And this pronoun here, I, has a glide sound. Remember the glide sounds. Those are the symbols that come in pairs. And I said that for you to articulate them rightly, you must go slowly from the first sound to the second sound. So that pronoun I, here is the symbol. I can't say I must go slowly and say I. So for me to read this sentence rightly, I must pay attention to each sound, each length. So I would go, can I sit? Can I? Not can I. Remember, a glide. Can I sit on the seat, please? On the seat. It has a long vowel. Please. It has a long vowel as well. Can I sit on the seat, please? Instead of, can I sit on the seat, please? Let's take the second example. She bought the pot at the port. Where are the long vowels? The words that have long vowels. Bought, port. Both words have long vowels. The ones with short vowels. She, the, pot, at, the. There is no word here with the glide sound. So which means if I want to read this, I have to go long, short, long, short. So I go, she bought the pot at the port. She bought long. She bought the pot at the port. Another long sound. So when you're reading, the length of the vowels help you to create that correct rhythm so that you do not sound fake. Another thing on the pronunciation rules are the silent letters. Just like we saw when we learned about the sound of letter H. In English, some letters can be silent. When you spell them, you see the letters there, but when it's time to pronounce it, the letter disappears. You do not hear the sound of the letter again. In such situation, we say the letter is silent. So let's continue. Now, these set of words here, all of those written with red ink, they are the silent letter. So you don't say listen. You say listen, listen, not listen. Wednesday, Wednesday, not Wednesday. Wednesday. Receipt, not receipt. Muscle, not muscle, muscle. Sandwich. Do not say sandwich. Say sandwich, wedge, sandwich. Island. The S is silent. Island. Cupboard, not cupboard. Cupboard. The P is silent. Cupboard. Knife. Excuse me, please. Definitely. Definitely. Fam. The B is silent. Not thumb. Thumb. Salmon. Not salmon. Castle. The T is silent. Don't say castle. Answer. Hour. The H is silent. Comfortable. Never say comfortable. Comfortable. Scissors. Doubt, not doubt. Cold. The L is silent, not cold. Taste. The E is silent. Climb. The B is silent. So let's practice this together. Say after me. Listen. Wednesday. Receipt. Muscle. Sandwich. Island. Cupboard. Knife. Definitely. Thumb. Salmon. Castle. Answer. Hour. Comfortable. Scissors. Doubt. Cold. Taste. Climb. Now let's move to this third step of diction fundamental, and that is connected speech. Have you ever watched an American like you heard what they said at the beginning, what is the end of the sentence? I'm back. Can you hear me? My network disconnected. Can you still hear me, please? Please confirm you can hear me. Can you still hear me? Okay, thank you, McCall. Omotoyosi, thank you. So proceed. Connected speech. Connected speech is you saying 2 or 3 words, saying them as one. This is what speakers use that make it seem like you can hear what they have said. I remember when I was younger, sometimes when I watch American or British movies, it seemed like I can hear what they said at the beginning and what they said at the end of the sentence. But in the middle, it seemed like they have said something that I'm not familiar with. And that is because they have used connected speech. There are different types of connected speech. But for the sake of this class, we'll focus on the linking R. Linking R is when you have a word that ends with letter R. For example, the word car. It ends with letter R. And if the next word after that word starts with a vowel, it is appropriate that you link the R here to the vowel here, which is what happened here. The car is, instead of the car is. So I would not pronounce IS as is again, but rather I would link the letter R at the end of car to the letter I at the beginning of is. So together I would say is. The car is faulty. Instead of saying the car is faulty. Another example. If I have a sentence like, I need a red dress, red and dress. Red ends with D. Dress starts with the same sound, D. So you can connect them by taking out one of the D's and just saying them together like one. So instead of saying, I need a red dress for the party, I would rather say, I need a red dress for the party. I need a red dress for the party. So this is what linking is about. But like I mentioned, we'll focus on linking R. And you only use linking R when the word ends with letter R and the next word starts with a vowel. So if you have a word that ends with letter R, if the next word does not start with a vowel, you cannot link them. You can only link 2 words, talking about linking R, when the word ends with letter R and the next word starts with a vowel. Current. But we can say car stop. No, we can link them. So let's practice these examples. Say after me. The car is faulty. The TH, put your tongue outside. The car is faulty. The car is faulty. Father and mother. Father ends with and father and mother, not father and mother. Father and mother. Can you still hear me, please? So let's practice together. The car is faulty. Father and mother. Let's try another sentence. My father and mother are sleeping. My father ends with and start with a vowel. My father and mother also ends with R starts with a vowel. So I need to link father and as one word. I also link mother as one word. So my father and mother are sleeping. So I want to believe you're able to read that properly. So let's practice it one more time. The car is faulty. My father and mother are sleeping. Now let's move to the next, which talks about intonation. What exactly is intonation? Intonation is the rise and fall of the pitch of your voice when you're speaking. Remember, I mentioned earlier that the English language is not a flat language. You do not speak it flat. You have to change your pitch. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it comes down. And that is intonation. We can also say intonation is about our emotions. When our emotion is negative, our voice is a bit low. The tone of our voice is low. So we say it's falling, it's down. But when we are in a positive emotion, when we have positive emotion, then the tone of our voice rises, it goes up. Same with intonation. So there are different ways of using intonation. When we are asking WH question, we can use the falling intonation. When we're making a statement as well, we use a falling intonation. So for WH question, if you're saying something like, what is your name? You do not say, what is your name? Rather, you say, what is your name? What is your name? Fall. What is your name is an example of a WH question because it starts with a WH word. Examples of WH words are words like what, where, which, when, why, how, etc. What is your name? Where have you been? How are you doing today? They are all said with falling intonation. At the end of those questions, your tone should fall, it should come down. You also use a falling intonation when making a statement. I am learning. I need to eat. etc. Falling intonation. Now, when do you use rising intonation? You use rising intonation when asking a yes or no question. A yes or no question is a question that when you ask, the person replying would reply with a yes or a no. So if you're asking a question and the response should be yes or no, you say that question is a yes or no question. And for you to ask such question rightly without faking your accent, you must use a rising intonation. It means that at the end of such question, your tone should rise, it should go up. So for example, have you eaten tonight? Have you eaten tonight? Tonight? Are you a girl? Are you a girl? Not girl. Girl. Are you a girl? etc. Rising intonation. When again do we use rising intonation? We also use rising intonation when we are greeting and we are adding a title to it. So for example, good evening, Diction Queen. Good evening, Diction Queen. Rising intonation. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Isabel. Bye-bye, Joseph. Bye-bye, Joseph. You're greeting and you're adding a title. You're adding the name of a person. Or you're saying, bye-bye, sir. Good morning, ma'am. Good evening, madam. You're adding a title. So you should use a rising intonation. Now let's talk about word stress. In English language, there's something called word stress. Word stress is used when you have a word that has more than one syllable. When you have a word and the word has more than one syllable, in English, you're expected to say the word by stressing a part of the word. Take, for example, the word table. If I want to say this using the Nigerian English, I will say tebu. Tebu. That's what I will say. But the right thing for me to say is table. Why? Because the word has two syllables, te and bull. So according to word stress, when you have a word that has two syllables, or more than. When you have a word that has more than one syllable, when articulating it, a part of that word must be stressed. How do you stress a word? You stress a word by saying the word louder, longer, and clearer. You stress a word by saying the word louder, longer, and clearer. So in this word table, I am stressing tay. So it means that I'm going to say tay louder, longer, and clearer. While the other part of table, which is bull, I am going to rush over it because I am not stressing that part. So the right thing to say is table, table, not taboo. Let's take another example. Success, success. The word success has two syllables as well. For me to rightly pronounce this word, I need to stress the second part. I need to stress ses. It means that I must say ses louder, longer, and clearer. But the first part, sis, I will not stress that part. I must rush over that part. So the right way to say this word is success. Stop saying success. It's not success. It's success. Success. And so many other words like that. So let's practice some more words. Say after me. Climate. Remember, you're stressing climate. The part written in capital is the part you're stressing. Climate. The side. Spacious. Democracy. Not democracy. Demo. Oh, the letter O here sounds O. Democracy. Geographic. Critical. Knowledge. Require. Extension. Again, climate. Say after me. The side. Spacious. Democracy. Extension. Require. Knowledge. Critical. Now, before I proceed, I'd like to read your feedback. I'd like you to go to the WhatsApp groups, the Ibadan WhatsApp groups, and tell me about the class. Let me know if it's worth your time. I'm in the WhatsApp group now. I want to read you rest and tell me about it. Let me know about it. Are you enjoying the class? Is it worth being here? Is it worth the data you're spending? Is it worth the time? Let me know in the WhatsApp group. Just go to the Ibadan Elevate Your Diction group, the WhatsApp group. I will be reading the comments. I'm waiting for your feedback in the Ibadan Elevate Your Diction. Somebody says, simply fantastic. Thank you. I'll wait more comments. Let me know how you're faring. Mokul says, wow, the class is super. The class is super. Let's continue, okay? I'd like to read from more people. Oh, Mrs. Shagundikpe says the class is fantastic. The class is super amazing. I'm glad that I joined. It's super interesting. Absolutely enjoying it. It's not a waste of data. Okay, the class is indeed wow. In fact, very interesting. Okay, I'm reading. I love being here. Very interesting, educative, and informative. Thank you, Diction Point. I've learned new things today. Thank you so much. I'm enjoying the class. Yes, it's worth it, ma'am. You're doing well. Okay, thank you, everyone. I appreciate the feedback. Thank you. Now let's move to question time. Let me take some questions before I continue. I have more slides. I'm going to about I think 70 something slides, and I just got to 38. So I have more slides, I have more things to talk about. But let me attend to a few questions. So if you have questions, please send it to the Zoom chat. Send your questions to the Zoom or YouTube chat. Send your questions to the Zoom and YouTube comments. I'll be there to read your questions. So I'm waiting for your questions. Excuse me. I'm waiting for your questions. I'll attend to a few questions and we will continue. Any question? No question is coming up. Let me know if you have any questions so we can proceed. In another 1 minute, if there are no questions, I'm just going to continue. In few seconds, if there are no questions, I'm just going to proceed. I cannot see any question here yet. So in few seconds, if I can't see any question, I will proceed. Okay, I'm back now. Sorry, my network acted up again. Okay, I can see one question now, but let me share my slide. I might need that while answering the questions. Okay, so where's the chat from again? Okay, the first question says, please, ma'am, is there any difference between these words, father and father? When we talk about pronunciation differences, no, they are pronounced the same way. They are pronounced the same way. Father, father, they have the same sounds. So pronunciation differences, no. But of course, meaning, they have different meanings. So I hope that answers your question. Is there any other question? That's the only question I have, so I'm just going to proceed. Okay. I'm just going to proceed now. If there are no more questions, let me quickly check YouTube to see if there is any question there. Okay, I can see one question now where Zoom. Somebody's asking, how do you pronounce the word demure? Demure, mew, demure. That's one of the Gen Z words. It's raining on social media these days. I think I should just do a video. I'll do a video on the pronunciation of this word and send it to the group. Maybe not tonight, please. Okay, that means they are homophones. Yes, they are. How do I know which syllable to stress? By learning stress rules. There are over 20 stress rules. So when you learn them, it tells you the position of the syllable to stress. So once you know the position of the syllable to stress, it is then easy for you to stress this. I don't understand this word stress. It's simple. When you have a word that has more than one syllable, in English, you're expected to stress it. To stress a word means to say the part of that word louder, longer, and clearer. Example, table. Table has 2 syllables. One of these syllables must be stressed. So you need to learn the stress rules. When you learn the stress rules, it's going to tell you that you need to stress the first syllable. So which means when I want to say that word, the first syllable has to be said louder, longer, and clearer. While the other syllable, bull, I am not stressing it. Table. I hope that answers your question, Adebola. Okay, I think that's all I have here. So I will proceed now. Thank you. So if you have more questions, you can drop them. I'll go back to answering questions later. Or you can send them to the group later, where I would also have the opportunity to answer more of your questions. So let's proceed. Now that you have learned the first part of the formula, declare, you've learned the D. I still have the I, the C, and the C, the L, the E, the A, the R. Like I said, each of them have their own steps as well. I believe it's important for you to know the other part of the formula. Let me know if you'd like, if you'd like to know the other parts of the formula. Of course, tonight's class, I promised to teach you the first part, which I have done rather. But if you'd like to learn the other parts of the formula declare, that's about 8 formulas or thereabout, let me know. Okay, Adebola says yes. Molajimoke says yes, I'd like to learn the formula. Okay, a lot of people are saying yes. Okay, that's interesting. So I have an offer for you. If you'd like to learn the formula, I have an offer for you. In my offer, you will not just be learning the formula. You would know the formula and you would master it. Remember Esther, the story I shared at the beginning. Esther was able to get a dream job without even submitting a CV because she had not just learned, but she had mastered. And that has influence on how she's speaking at the moment. When you master all of these formula, it would help you to become that speaker who impresses their listeners every time and everywhere. I like to say that even when I'm dreaming, when I'm in the dreamland, and I'm speaking English, I usually impress those listening to me. That's the truth. When I'm sleeping and I'm dreaming and I'm speaking English, I usually speak it with correct diction. That is because I have mastered this formula. So if you desire to change how you speak and master this formula in 6 weeks, just like Esther, then you should know the formula, know each step on each formula, and master it. And that is what we do at the 6 weeks Diction Mastery Academy. The 6 weeks Diction Mastery Academy, just like the name, runs for 6 weeks. We'll learn Mondays to Saturdays every day for 6 weeks. At the 6 week Diction Mastery Academy, we enhance your communication abilities to the point where your words command attention. We help skyrocket your confidence so that you can speak anywhere and at any time and to anybody. We also help elevate your professional image to new heights. So if you're someone who works somewhere and you do not like how they perceive you, then you should be in the 6 week Diction Mastery Academy. Inside the academy, we ensure personalized attention. That means when you access the lessons Mondays to Fridays, you get an assignment each day. When you submit your assignment, we'll listen to your voice note and we give feedback that is customized to just your own assignment. If another person submits their assignment, we also listen to such person's voice note and give feedback according to the person's assignment as well. Because we understand that everyone here has different challenges and you want to achieve different things, which is one of the reasons why the 6 week Diction Master Academy is a highly sought after academy. Right now, we have trained over 1,000 people in the 6 week Diction Master Academy. Now, here's what you'll get if you enroll on the 6 week Diction Master Academy. You get access to our e-learning platform. On the e-learning platform, you would have the opportunity to access the daily lessons and the daily assignments. One good thing that I love about the daily lessons and assignment is you can access the lesson at your own preferred time. So let's assume you're a 9 to 5. It means you can decide to access your own lesson, do your lesson and submit your assignment before you go to work, or when you return from work, or when you're on break at work, or even during the midnight. You can do that anytime anytime that is comfortable for you, Mondays to Fridays. Once you submit your assignment, the instructor would listen to it and give feedback. And when you are ready, also, you go back on the platform to check the feedback. You'd also get access to 55 practical training sessions. The training sessions entails our conversational club. Yesterday, we had the conversational club, and you need to see the feedback. I'll send some of the feedback to the group. The conversational club is a club where everybody in the 6-week Diction Master Academy come together to talk about different things. Yesterday, we formed a story. Everybody gave one sentence each to help us create a story using their diction skill. They didn't write it, they said it. Everybody also, sometimes we pick random numbers and we give you different things to do, like act like you're in a restaurant and you're trying to order for food, or act like you're a customer care representative and somebody calls you to lay complaint. So the conversational club is an opportunity for us to practice everything we have been learning in the 6-week Diction Mastery Academy, because we understand that practice is key. Learning is about 25%. The remaining 75% is practicing, which is what brings about mastery. And that is the big deal about the 6-week Diction Mastery Academy. In the 6-week Diction Mastery Academy, you have access to the quizzes for stage knowledge assessment. You do that every day, Mondays to Friday at your preferred time. You'd also have access to 12 live training sessions. The 12 live training sessions come up on Zoom every Saturday by 8 p.m. Now, it's different from what we have today because the Zoom session in the 6-week Diction Mastery Academy, everybody has the opportunity to practice. Everybody would unmute themselves. They would say something. I'll listen to them, give correction, recommend what they should stop doing, what they should start doing, what they should improve on, etc. And that helps them to improve every day. You'd also have access to a private WhatsApp group. One of the things we do in the private WhatsApp group is we post daily vocabulary. Like today, in the private WhatsApp group, we learned how other words to use instead of yes. So if you're that person that likes to be different when you are in the crowd, say for example, on Facebook, when there is a birthday, or Instagram, when there is a birthday post, everybody will post happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. But you do not want to say happy birthday, but you still want to congratulate that person. There are other ways you can do that. That's one of the things we do every day in the 6-week Diction Master Academy. That was a new improvement. We just started that today. And today we learned other things to say instead of saying yes. I think we learned about maybe 10 other things to say when you do not want to say yes. They all means yes as well. And that means that you will stop being at a loss for words. If you're that kind of a person that you know what to say, but you do not know the right word to use, then you should be in the 6-week Diction Master Academy. Because after 6 weeks, it means you would have learned about 54 new ways of saying new things. That is incredible. You'd also have access to our unlimited personal support from the Diction Queen. I'm available to attend to your questions. I'm available for you to send me messages and support etc. Now, here is how the 6 weeks Diction Mastery work in 4 steps. The first step is you need to register for the academy. Remember, it runs for 6 weeks, Mondays to Fridays, at your convenient time. Step 2, you need to log in your membership e-learning platform. Each person has a dashboard on the e-learning platform where you access your lessons and your assignments Mondays to Fridays. Then you watch the trainings, those lessons on the lesson platform. You watch it at any time that is convenient for you and complete the assignment. Then on Saturdays, you jump on the live session with me, which is where we'd have that live conversation. We'll talk like we are together and I give feedback. We also do that in a conversational club. Now, to join the 6-week Diction Master Academy, you need $65, and that's about 90,000 Naira. But because you're still here tonight, it means you're really interested. And if you're still here tonight, I will be giving you the opportunity to pay something way lesser. Not even 45,000, lesser than 45,000. So instead of you to get into the academy at about 90,000, you have the opportunity of getting into the academy at 30,999 Naira only. That's a whopping 68% off. Aside from that, you would get a complete refund assurance. The complete refund assurance states that, you can record this part. It states that if you go through everything that is taught in the 6 weeks Diction Mastery Academy diligently, just like Esther did, and you do not get transformed after the 6 weeks, ask for a refund and I would give you a complete refund. I would return your money the exact way you paid it. You can record this part. Remember, if you are in the 6 week Diction Mastery Academy, you go through the lessons and everything we ask you to do, you do it diligently. And after 6 weeks, you do not get results, I will refund you completely. Like I said, we have trained over 1,000 people in the academy and we've not had a cost to refund. That's because the academy is great, amazing, incredible, phenomenal, transformative. That's the word. So in addition to the 68% off, you'd also get access to all of these bonuses. You get access to 20 pronunciation videos. I sell these videos at 20,000. You get access to my vocabulary development PDF. I sell this as 3,500. You get access to a video on how to never be at a loss for words. When I did this webinar, it was a webinar. Those that attended then paid 7,500, but you will get the replay for free. You'd also get my PDF on Know Your Silent Words. We talked about silent words earlier. A to Z has a position where they are silent. So I have an ebook where I compiled words according to the alphabetical order where they are silent. You get it for free as well. You get an ebook on English punctuation marks. When I ask you to give feedback in the group and in the Zoom session, I realized some people do not know how to use the right punctuation marks or even the right grammar. This would help you to overcome punctuation mark challenges. You get it for free. You'd also get 100 common grammatical errors and correction. I sell this for 5,500 naira. You get it for free. You'd get 10 commonly misused expressions and their correction for free as well. And you get how to earn more with your diction skill. This works for you, whether you're a diction teacher or not. This is sold at 15,000 naira, but you get it for free. All of these bonuses are worth 82,000 naira, but you're getting it for free. Plus, you're getting my complete refund assurance. Remember, if you go through the course for 6 weeks diligently, the way I ask you to do it, and you do not get results, I will refund you your full payment. So which means that instead of getting into the academy at 90,000 and still getting my bonuses worth 82,000, you're getting all of these for just 30,999 naira. Now, here are feedback from some of the participants, those that have joined the academy. This is Peaceful. Peaceful is a Kenyan. She's from Kenya, and she wrote this about the academy. She said, the class has been an insightful one. What exactly most is how you carry everyone along. That is one thing about the academy. The academy is different from a webinar like this. The academy, each person, nobody is left behind. Nobody is left behind. So, she further went to say, your corrections are made with love, and I look forward to learning without being scared of making mistakes. It was 2 weeks in training when I emerged the best speaker in a debate competition. While practicing, I heard your voice in my head, pronouncing those words. This training is for anyone who's ready, not just to speak right, but speak well, blah, 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 blah. Let's go to another testimonial. I do not want to bore you. This is another testimonial. You can do a screenshot and read through them. This is another one. This person said, just like Peaceful said here, she said that the best thing I like in a training, look at this part. You can read the others, you can take screenshot and read them later, but let's focus on this part. It says, the best thing I like in her trainings is she never leaves your hand until you become master. Remember what Peaceful also said, I do not leave anyone behind. Great follow-up too, which is a very good virtue of a great teacher. You can take screenshots and read through later. This is another person. This person was a diction teacher. She was already a diction teacher before she attended, and she still had all of these to say about the academy. This is another person. This is another testimony. We have thousands of testimonials from the 6 Week Diction Master Academy. So if you're interested, do not waste time here. Interestingly, I have a special offer for the first 20 people who would enroll tonight. So for just 20 people, I have a special offer for you. Please note, if you're really interested, if you really want to transform how you speak to better your life, to better your career, and be better in whatever you do, do not joke with this offer. This offer ends tonight once I get 20 people. After 20 people, the offer is off the ground. So for the first 20 people tonight, I have a massive discount. So all I need you to do is get your phones ready as I reveal the payment details, because once I get 20 people, the offer is off the ground. So just 20,999 naira instead of 90,000, you would get access to the 6-week Diction Mastery Academy for you to learn Mondays to Fridays, and also join me on Zoom on Saturday and have access to the conversational club and still learn vocabulary, words that you can use every day for free for 6 weeks. Plus, get all the 82,000 worth bonuses and still have the complete money refund, the complete refund insurance, which means if after all of this you do not get results, if you do everything you need to do, I would return your money. I would refund your money fully. Then here is the account details. Once we get 20 people, the fee changes from 20,999 naira to 30,999 naira. So if you're really serious about improving your communication skill, if you're really serious about improving your communication skill and becoming that better version of yourself, increasing your confidence and being able to speak to anybody at any time, anywhere, then take advantage of this offer now. Pay 20,999 naira instead of 90,000 naira right now to access the 6-week Diction Mastery Academy. One of my coaches, my mind map coach, would call me small but mighty. That is because I can speak anywhere, any day, to anybody. He has asked me to represent him in almost everywhere. And Yoruba people will say more for. So if you're here and you struggle with communicating to people, maybe because you're scared of your pronunciation, you're not sure of what to say, or you even struggle with your confidence, then you should be in the 6-week Diction Mastery Academy. There is the account details. The account details would also be sent to the group. Once we get 20 people, the fee goes from 20,999 naira back to 30,999 naira. I remember what you're getting for 20,999 naira. You're getting access to the 6-week Diction Mastery Academy. You learn Mondays to Saturdays, Mondays to Fridays at your convenient time, any time of the day. And you also get access to joining me on Zoom, 8 p.m. You also get access to the conversational club. You also get access to the alumni group. We have an alumni group where we support each other aside from communication skills. You get access to the alumni group. And of course, every day we'll learn new words. We call it word of the day. We'll learn new words, not just the synonyms of those words. We'll learn how to use those words and the right pronunciation of those words. So if you're interested in improving how you speak, here is the account details. So if you have questions, please feel free to send it to the group. If you have questions about what we've learned or about the academy, please feel free to send it to the group. Feel free to send it to the group. So I'm trying to find out the questions. Okay, I think this was where I stopped. If you have made your payment, please send your account details to the group. Once we get 20 people, the fee goes back to 30,999 naira. So if you have made your payment, send your payment proof to the group. Once we get 20 people, the fee goes back to 30,999 naira. Okay. Ma'am, what is the difference between diction and phonics? Diction talks about help you to pronounce words well and speak better. Phonics help you to be able to read. But if you do not learn diction and you just learn phonics, it means you would be reading with poor pronunciation and grammar, poor pronunciation and diction, rather. Thank you so much, Diction Queen. God bless you. Please, I don't understand the assignment. Which assignment, please? I don't understand the second formula. Which second formula, please? Can we pay twice within the 6 weeks? I'll get back to you on that. I have just paid. Okay, for Luke, please send your payment proof to the group and admin will attend to you. Remember, once you get 20 payment, the fee goes back to 30,999 naira. Bello, you're welcome. Which group? The Ibadan. Ibadan. Elevate Your Diction group. Do we have more questions? Do we have more questions, please? Ma'am, I don't understand the payment. Oh, maybe you're just joining. Please, ma'am, how do you pronounce the word father? Father, that's the pronunciation. The payment is for the 6 weeks Diction Mastery Academy. The 6 week Diction Mastery Academy runs for 6 weeks. Mondays to Fridays, you get access to the e-learning platform where you learn at your convenient time. You learn and you have an assignment to submit. For the assignment, we listen to your voice note. You submit that voice note. You listen to your voice note and we give feedback every day, Mondays to Fridays for 6 weeks. On Saturdays, we meet at 8 p.m. on Zoom where we practice together. On the Zoom call every Saturday, I give you the opportunity to talk. We practice together. I give feedback. I tell you what you're doing well, what you're not doing well, what you need to stop doing, what you need to start doing, etc. Then you also have access to the Conversational Club. The Conversational Club is a platform where all we do is practice. We role play, we practice, we help each other, we support each other, we discuss. That would help you to practice what you have learned in the 6 week Diction Mastery Academy so that you can master it. Then in the 6 week Diction Mastery Academy also, every day, Mondays to Fridays, we learn what we call word of the day. So we learn synonyms of everyday words. So for example, today we learned about the synonyms of yes, other things that you can say instead of yes. I can say things like absolutely, of course, indeed, sure, okie dokie, among other things. So that when you go out there to converse, you do not sound like everybody. You sound different. For example, earlier today, I was in a school for teachers training. And the first thing I said was, jolly morning, everyone. They were just looking at me like, what is jolly morning? I had to educate them. So when everybody is saying good morning, good morning, good morning, I do not say good morning. I have millions of other things to say. I can say top of the morning. I can say jolly morning, among other things to say. That is another thing we learn in the 6 week Diction Mastery Academy, Mondays to Fridays. So all of these is worth 90,000, but we're giving it out for just 20,999 naira. Aside that, you get bonuses worth 82,000 for free. That is if you pay tonight, if you register tonight. And of course, after the 6 weeks, if you do not get value for your money, we would refund you, complete refund of what you have paid. And the 6 week Diction Mastery Academy is a self-paced course, which means you start immediately, you enroll. So if you enroll tonight, it means by tomorrow, you can start learning. Excuse me. And one good thing about the 6 week Diction Mastery Academy is even after the 6 weeks, you still keep learning because you have access to the alumni group where we continue learning and you can keep joining the Zoom session even after your 6 weeks Diction Mastery Academy, even after your 6 weeks is completed. So if you're interested, take advantage of the fee, 20,999 naira. Once you get 20 people paid tonight, the fee goes back to 30,999 naira. Plus, you will not get access to the bonuses again. So Infinix Note 10, I hope that is clear. Please, ma'am, what is the difference between these words? Their meaning, though and though, though and thou, thus and therefore. Thou is a word that is used in religious books. It's used in the Bible. So it's an old-fashioned word, thou. That is Thou. Though, it's synonym of although. It means despite the fact that something happened. Despite the fact that this is happening, or despite, for example, though it rained, I went to work. So despite that it rained, I still went to work. The next word, thus, thus, it means in this way or like this. In this way or like this. That's what thus means. And the last word, therefore, all of these are th words. So your tongue must be outside. Therefore is used to introduce the logical result of something. Maybe you have mentioned something before and you're trying to introduce the logical result. So you go therefore. So for example, you can say something like, he's only 17 years. Therefore, he's not eligible to vote. Something like that. So I think that is the last question. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. If you are interested in improving how you speak so that you can impress anyone at any time, anywhere, then the 6-Week Diction Master Academy is the right place to be. Aside that, the 6-Week Diction Master Academy is worthy, is capable of changing your life, of changing how much you earn, of changing how people see you, of changing so much about you. So if you're somewhere and you're hoping to start to earn more, to get that promotion, or to even get a job that it's worthy to be called a career for you, one of the things you need to work on is your communication skill. When you go on Google and you ask for 21st century skills that are important, communication skill is the third suggested skill. So as it is, without great communication, you are sabotaging yourself. You're shooting yourself in the leg. So I need to go now. If you're still interested, the offer is still on the table. Just 20,999 naira. This is available for just 20 people. Once you get 20 people, the fee goes back to 30,999 naira. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Keep practicing your pronunciation.